There's something very special about having teachers at all levels, from pre-K through university, and all content areas, coming together and sharing their demonstrations. And when you hear a teacher at the university level saying, I could use that from a teacher who's a pre-K person, that's one of those pivotal moments.
My students often claim they have nothing to write about, and frankly, sometimes so do I. But I never believe them, and I never believe myself either. The claim is nothing but a stall tactic used to delay an incredibly difficult and often mysterious process of writing. I believe everyone always has something to write about because everyone has a story to tell or a question that needs an answer. I believe telling the story is the more difficult task of the two, while asking a question and seeking an answer through writing is an easier, albeit still challenging task. Was it Kafka that said writing was like the axe used to crack the frozen sea within us? That's what we have to remember, that within us all is a teeming sea that often goes unexplored. But let's not ice ourselves out. Let's grab that axe and crack that sea. Let's use writing as exploration, as a way to answer the questions that plague our hearts and minds.
My grandmother read every day and wrote amazing letters. I wish I had saved more of them. I can conjure up how she made me feel whenever I reread what she said to me in her letters and cards. I write to decompress. I write to express, to think. I write to save my soul, my psyche, and my energy. I read often, variously, and start and end my day with printed words on a comforting page.
The writing that people do themselves, inevitably, people go places where they didn't think they were going to go. And that's when the tears come out and the laughter comes out. But there's moments, especially in the small group sharing and in the large group sharing, when we all nod and we go, yes, that's the human condition.
My name is Patricia Therese Fleming. I teach at Sam Rayburn Middle School in the Northside School District, and I teach 6th and 7th grade language arts. I think we already have so much in common in the first place, and that's one of the reasons that we bond. I hope some of that has to do with how Roxanne and Aurelia and I are setting it up to be an inviting, non-threatening environment where it's all about acceptance, which I think is, the National Writing Project way.
The thing about the Writing Project that is so special is that we bond at such a deep level that's pretty much not possible in other courses. We know so much about each other that we become lifelong friends.
And I've gotten all kinds of ideas, very specific ideas that I can use with several grade levels, including this San Antonio Writers Artists free writing group that we're going to do. Secondly, the camaraderie, the kindness, the openness, the teachingness of the people in this class is just remarkable. That's just been a joy to be around.
I've always enjoyed writing, but it's always been academic papers, and now it's kind of like pushing me to think about my own personal writing that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to write a children's book, but I've never had the time to sit down and start it, so this has given me the opportunity to just take that risk.
We need to think about what we have learned from others who have ventured out and began to write. Reading what others wrote makes us grow in so many ways. It makes us dreamers and travelers. It makes us informed. Writing is giving life to others, so I will begin to write today.
Yeah, I don't even think we should give grades. I mean, it's just, how do you grade this experience? It would have to be like A+++++. So please don't worry about that. Bye, everybody.
Bye, see you tomorrow.